Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Throwing Jones. Throwing the out route into it's Harris. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Coleman. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Good.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Kaiser.
A
leaping catch. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
What's up? And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 31 yards. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Rivers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And
the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second and 6. Now Balaj. Finds a seam inside the 40. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kalen Balaj, 51 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
What the fuck?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Clean out the fucking...
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Kaiser. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Down right around the 25. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You.
Now Kizer. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Kizer. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Come on,
However,
bro.
we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. as time expires in the first half. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Smith catches left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. First down, and they go back to Harris. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 2nd down at 4. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll run. Here's Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. This is Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Pats are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, here's Coleman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And some room to work. The 20. Touchdown Broncos. KJ Hamler. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Rivers. Getting once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh!
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Following the interception, Kaiser drops it off for Coleman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Coleman.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 5 now. Kaiser. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They run it with Balaj.
Oh, let's go.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Go.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now Kaiser on 4th down. He's got his tight end Fant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 30 on second down, Kaiser steps away to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give me that.
And that'll be knocked away.
You got to pick that off.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously
damn, you was right there.
all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at
Smitty.
the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Ballage. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20.
You clip.
And he'll take this
That ain't coming back. You clip, bro.
Now, hold on here.
What?
We do have a flag down.
Come on, Hamler. You kidding me? This motherfucker, girl. Why would you do that? Fucking jackass. Like, goddamn, bro.
And they're throwing here. Kaiser. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
He peeled off. I should have
Picked
threw it
up by
inside.
Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Give me that. Give me that.
My goodness, another interception.
These boys too tall, too big, bro.
And they get the football. They'll
Sour
set
year,
up
man.
shop at their own 49-yard
year, dog.
line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just that I'd go down there and say that to him. Very fragile. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On second down, Kaiser again.
Come on, man, he hit him.
Lead on the deep ball.
He straight up hit him, bro.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Oh, shit.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
This play unstoppable. You ain't running man-to-man, it's going to be a touchdown, bro. Tell you right now, baby.
On third down, Kaiser. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots come up with a late turnover.
Good game, man.
But it will probably only matter to the statisticians, as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that,